Wagwan Generals. It is UFC Fight Week. UFC 317 is this Saturday, and here are my main card predictions. The prelims are actually kind of decent, but they're not the biggest names at all. Don't even get me started on the early prelims. A lot of the fights are very short notice, like just made up on the fly. But to kick off the main card, Peyton Talbot takes on Felipe Lima. And honestly, they sold my boy to Peyton Talbot. And I say my boy, I really wasn't the highest on this guy. I watched him his Dana White Contender Series fight. He literally got his back taken away. And then he just reversed position and TKO'd the guy. But Felipe Lima is a monster, bro. Like, he probably will take down Peyton Talbot. Honestly, I have Felipe Lima winning by second round sub. I just think competition-wise, like, Felipe Lima is just better overall. Like, Peyton Talbot's good. I think Lima's just better. The next fight, Beneil Dariush makes like a 2-year comeback. He was supposed to fight in January, but obviously Islam's opponent Arman pulled out, so Renato Moicano had to step in, but they rebooked the fight. I cannot afford to lose. I'm so sorry to any of the Brazilians out there, but I got Renato Moicano winning, honestly. I think Beneil is a little bit too old, and his last 2 fights have been for both first-round KOs, TKOs. So, honestly, though, I am a bit worried for Moicano because I think Moicano might be able to finish him, but Beneil Dariush is really good in the scrambles and really good at reversing positions. Even after eating a massive head kick and getting rocked by a couple of shots on the ground, he was still able to scramble out and not like be held down by Charles Oliveira. If anything, he held down Charles Oliveira. Honestly, it's kind of, I don't know. I think Moicano will be able to secure the win, though, just by outpointing him in the strike. Brandon Royval fights Joshua Van. Now, this is supposed to be Manel Kape for the #1 contender, but Joshua Van steps up on 3 weeks' notice. He said that's nothing. Honestly, for him, that's like pretty recent. Joshua Van, I've been very high on this guy since I watched his debut against Zhalgas Zhumagulov. His boxing is just excellent, footwork on point. You know, he throws kicks here and there, but the boxing in the hands is what we really are like focusing on. Brandon Royval, Raw Dog. I mean, listen, he's just taller overall. I think they said 4 inches above Joshua Van. I mean, you can read the stats right here, but honestly, I got Brandon Royval. I just think it's a little too soon for Joshua Van, but I wouldn't be surprised if Van wins because Royval is just a dog. Because if you ain't paying Toja, you're not beating this guy. Van can catch him, but Royval hasn't really been TKO'd. He's been submitted before. He's been held down. I think Joshua Van just might be able to rock him, but you saw in the Kaikar France fight with Royval, you get rocked, you get hit with a spinning elbow. You get rocked, you get hit by a spinning back fist. I think, honestly, Royval will win, and they should probably just do Joshua Van versus Moreno for UFC Noche. So I got Royval by decision. And the co-main event, we got Alejandro Pantoja, and honestly, those fight shorts are fucking beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I wish the UFC allowed custom fight shorts like they used to do back in the day. But him versus Kaikar France, I'm not the two. Kaikar France is just the overhand. Good takedown defense, but I think Pantoja, we've seen this fight like, what, twice? Once before, and Pantoja's beating everybody, honestly. I'll say, though, his chin, he does leave his chin out there, so Kai does have the chance. But if it's not a first-round knockout, I think Pantoja's just going to grapple him. I think it's going to be a decent fight, but a lot of, like, holding him up against the cage on a single and then, like, working for, like, a minute, and then it'll probably take him down, and Kai is good fighting off submissions. I mean, he got submitted by Brandon Royval, but in the Askarov fight, incredible takedown defense, incredible submission defense. But with that being said, he doesn't really deserve a title shot. But who are they going to put with Pantoja? I got Pantoja by decision. Now, in the main event of the evening, I'm so going to be heartbroken because I love Ilia Topuria. I love the confidence, I love the swagger. Charles Oliveira is just a different beast, though. Ilia will be significantly smaller as he is 5'6", 5'7". Charles Oliveira is around 5'10". I know Google says 5.8, but that's like 0.8, like 80% of a foot, if that makes sense. Charles is 35. I didn't even notice he was 35, but Ilya's not even 30. He's 28, man. Ilya's not even hit his prime. Think about that. Charles Oliveira, vet of the game, love of the game, dog of the game. I just think Ilya is just him. Like, this man's confidence is something else. If I had 10% of Ilia Topuria's confidence, I would have 10 girlfriends, 5 wives, and president of the United States. Charles Oliveira, great Muay Thai striking, even better jiu-jitsu. Lacking of head movement and defense. Now, he did get eye surgery in that, like, he looked a little bit better in that department in the Chandler fight, but he did get caught by Chandler, and this is 5 rounds. Now, I don't think Ilya's going to be dumb enough to do what Chandler did and showboat and win. Ilya's a killer, cerebral. He's a snake in the grass. He's like a cobra. He sinks his fangs in, it's raps. El Toro right there, El Matador, but he's the one that leads the dance. Is going to come forward. Charles has said this. We've seen this in his fights. Charles is a very aggressive fighter, and we all love him for him. I think if Charles Oliveira had a hater, I think we all hate him. I just have to go with Ilia Topuria by second round knockout or submission. Now, I don't have like a bet steal yet, but like, subscribe, comment. Thanks.